There is a reason these words reached you today. Before you continue watching, I want you to understand something important. This message is not about fear. This message is about hope. Because somewhere, someone looked at your picture and took it to a psychic. They wanted to know something about your future. They wanted answers. They wanted to understand the energy around your life. But the moment the psychic looked at your photo, everything changed. They became silent. They looked at your eyes. They looked at your face. And then something unexpected happened. They started crying. Not because they saw something bad. Not because your future was dark. But because they felt the weight of everything you have carried. They felt the battles you never talked about. They felt the pain you hid behind your smile. They felt the nights when you stayed awake thinking about your problems while everyone else believed you were okay. And then they said something that shocked everyone. They said, "This person has been through more than people realize. This person has survived things that should have broken them. This person has a strength inside them that even they don't fully understand." And now, I want you to listen carefully. Because the message you are about to hear may be the reminder your heart has been waiting for. I am Jesus. And today, I want you to remember something. You were never forgotten. Not during your hardest days. Not during your lonely nights. Not during the moments when you wondered if anyone could hear your prayers. I saw every tear. I heard every silent prayer. I knew every battle you fought when nobody else was watching. There were moments when you thought you were alone. But you were never walking alone. Sometimes you were protected from things you never even knew were coming. Sometimes the closed doors in your life were not punishments. They were protection. Sometimes the delays were not because you were denied. They were because something greater was being prepared. I know there were moments when you asked, "Why is this happening to me? Why did I have to lose that person? Why did my plans fail? Why am I still struggling when I have tried my best?" But hear this clearly. Your pain was not the end of your story. Your difficult season was not your final destination. The same storm that tested you also built you. The same challenges that made you cry also created strength inside you. Look at yourself. You are still here. After everything you have faced. After everything that tried to stop you. You are still standing. And that means something. There is still purpose inside your life. There are still blessings you have not seen. There are still moments ahead that will make you understand why you had to keep going. Someone watching this right now needs to hear this message. You have been too hard on yourself. You keep remembering your mistakes. You keep replaying your failures. You keep thinking about what you lost. But heaven sees something different. Heaven sees your heart. Heaven sees the kindness you showed when nobody thanked you. Heaven sees the forgiveness you gave when you had every reason to walk away. Heaven sees the love you gave while you were hurting inside. Those moments matter. Those moments were never invisible. If you believe you have survived difficult battles and you are still here for a reason, write, "I am still standing," in the comments. Not because a comment can change your life. But because your voice is a declaration that you choose hope. Your story is not finished. Your journey is not over. And the chapter you are entering may be more beautiful than the chapter you are leaving behind. Do not give up in the middle of your transformation. A seed has to go underground before it becomes a tree. A diamond has to face pressure before it becomes valuable. And sometimes people have to go through difficult seasons before they discover who they truly are. You may not understand everything happening right now. But one day, you will look back and say, "I finally understand why I had to go through that." The pain that once made you question everything will become proof of your strength. The tears you cried will become part of your testimony. The battles you survived will become the reason someone else believes they can survive too. So stay with me. Because there is another message you need to hear. A message about protection. A message about the battles you won without even knowing. A message from Archangel Michael about the strength that has been surrounding you. Do not leave yet. The next part may be the reminder your soul has been waiting for. Stay with me, because this next message is for the person who has been fighting battles that nobody else can see. There are struggles you never explained. There are moments you faced alone. There are tears you wiped away before anyone noticed. But heaven noticed. And now I want you to hear this message. I am Archangel Michael. I stand as a symbol of courage, protection, and strength. And I want you to remember something important. You have survived every difficult moment that came before this one. Think about that. There were days when you thought you would not make it. There were moments when your heart felt too heavy. There were situations that made you question your own strength. But somehow, you kept moving. Somehow, you found another reason to wake up. Somehow, you found the courage to continue. That courage was not an accident. That strength was not a coincidence. There was something inside you that refused to surrender. Many people only see the version of you that smiles. They see the person who helps everyone. They see the person who says, "I'm fine." But they do not see the battles behind that smile. They do not see the nights you cried quietly. They do not see the worries you carried in your heart. They do not see how many times you had to encourage yourself because nobody else was there to do it. But I want you to know this. Your silent battles were seen. Your private pain was seen. Your effort was seen. The world may forget the things you did. People may not recognize your sacrifices. But your kindness was never wasted. Your patience was never wasted. Your faith was never wasted. There are moments in life when protection does not look the way we expect. Sometimes protection is a door closing. Sometimes protection is a person leaving. Sometimes protection is a plan failing. You may have cried when something ended. You may have wondered why something you wanted so badly disappeared from your life. But sometimes what leaves your life creates space for what is meant to enter. Sometimes you are not losing something. Sometimes you are being redirected. The path you wanted may not have been the path that was meant for you. The person you wanted to stay may not have been the person who could help you grow. The opportunity you wanted may not have been the opportunity that could bring you peace. There are things you begged for that would have hurt you. There are situations you wanted that would have taken away your happiness. And sometimes the greatest protection is not receiving what you asked for. It is being saved from what you could not see. Someone watching this right now has been feeling disappointed. You thought life was ignoring you. You thought your prayers were unanswered. You thought everyone else was moving forward while you were stuck. But listen carefully. A delay is not always a denial. A waiting season is not always a wasted season. Sometimes things are being prepared behind the scenes. A tree does not grow overnight. A masterpiece is not created in one moment. And your life is still being written. If you believe you have been protected through moments you did not understand, write, "I am covered." Let those words remind your heart that fear does not control your future. You have already survived things you once thought would destroy you. You have already walked through storms you thought would never end. Look at how far you have come. Do not only focus on how far you still have to go. Sometimes we forget to celebrate the battles we already won. You survived the heartbreak. You survived the disappointment. You survived the rejection. You survived the moments when people walked away. And now you are becoming stronger because of everything you overcame. I want you to understand something. The enemy of your peace wants you to focus only on what is missing. But heaven wants you to recognize what remains. You still have breath. You still have dreams. You still have the ability to love. You still have the ability to begin again. Your past cannot cancel your future. Your mistakes cannot erase your purpose. Your failures cannot remove the plans that are still possible for your life. There is someone listening right now who feels like they are too far gone. You think you made too many mistakes. You think you waited too long. You think your best days are behind you. But this message is a reminder. A new beginning does not ask for permission from your past. A new chapter can begin today. A healed heart can learn to love again. A broken dream can become a different dream. A lost person can find their way home. Do not underestimate what can happen when someone refuses to give up. History is filled with people who were counted out but continued forward. And your story can change too. There is still time. There is still hope. There is still a reason to believe. Archangel Michael says, stand firm. Protect your peace. Protect your heart. Do not allow fear to control your decisions. Do not allow someone else's opinion to become the voice you listen to every day. You know the battles you fought. You know the strength it took to reach this moment. Honor that strength. Respect that journey. Because you are not the same person you were before the storm. The storm changed you. But it did not destroy you. It revealed you. It showed you how strong you really are. And the next part of this message will reveal something even deeper. The reason some people had to leave. The reason some seasons had to end. And the blessing that can come after a difficult chapter. Stay until the end. Because your story is still unfolding. Stay with me, because this part of the message is for the person who has been carrying something heavy inside their heart. Something nobody else knows. Something you rarely talk about. Something you try to forget during the day, but it comes back when everything becomes quiet. I want you to know something. You do not have to carry every burden forever. There comes a moment when you must release the pain that has been holding you back. You cannot change what happened. You cannot rewrite yesterday. But you can choose what happens next. The past may have shaped you. But it does not have the power to control who you become. I am Jesus. And I want you to remember this, your wounds are not proof that you are weak. Your scars are proof that you survived. Every scar carries a story. A story of a moment when you could have given up. A story of a moment when things felt impossible. A story of a moment when you found strength you did not know you had. There are people watching this right now who have spent years blaming themselves. You blame yourself for trusting the wrong person. You blame yourself for a mistake you made. You blame yourself for a season when you were lost. But hear this clearly. You are not the worst moment of your life. You are not your biggest mistake. You are not the word someone spoke about you when they did not understand you. You are a person who is still growing. You are a person who is still learning. You are a person who is still becoming. Sometimes people only remember where you were. But heaven sees where you are going. People may look at your past. But heaven looks at your potential. People may remember your failures. But heaven remembers your faith. There is someone watching this who has been waiting for a sign. You have been asking, is my life going to change? Will I ever feel happy again? Will I ever experience peace? And this message is your reminder. Do not stop believing just because you are still waiting. The seed does not become a tree immediately. The sunrise does not happen the second the night begins to fade. Everything has a process. Everything has a season. Your life is not behind schedule. Your journey is not delayed. You are exactly where you need to become who you are meant to become. I want you to think about something. How many times did you think you would never recover? How many times did you think something was impossible? But somehow, you made it through. You are living proof that difficult seasons can end. You are living proof that healing can happen. You are living proof that a person can fall and still rise again. If you are ready to release your old pain and welcome a new season, write, I receive peace. Write it as a reminder to yourself. A reminder that you are choosing healing. A reminder that you are choosing hope. A reminder that your future deserves your attention more than your past. There is power in the words we speak to ourselves. For too long, you may have repeated, "I am not enough. I am unlucky. I will never change." But today, replace those words. Say, "I am growing. I am learning. I am becoming stronger. My future still has possibilities." Because what you believe about yourself affects how you walk through life. Do not let temporary pain create permanent hopelessness. A bad chapter does not mean the entire book is bad. A difficult season does not mean the entire year is ruined. One closed door does not mean every door is closed. There are opportunities you have not seen yet. There are people you have not met yet. There are blessings you have not experienced yet. Your story is still being written. I know sometimes you feel tired. Tired of waiting. Tired of trying. Tired of being disappointed. But remember this, even when you feel tired, you can still take one more step. You do not need to have everything figured out today. You only need enough strength for the next step. One prayer. One decision. One moment of courage. One choice to keep going. That is how transformation begins. Not always with a huge miracle. Sometimes it begins with a small decision inside your heart. A decision that says, "I will not give up. I will not let my past control me. I will believe that better days can come." Archangel Michael wants you to remember something. A warrior does not become strong because life is easy. A warrior becomes strong because they continue even when life is difficult. Your strength was built in moments nobody celebrated. Your courage was created in moments nobody saw. And now, you are entering a different season. A season where you stop chasing approval. A season where you stop begging people to see your value. A season where you understand that your worth was never decided by someone else's opinion. The right people will recognize your heart. The right opportunities will recognize your preparation. The right season will recognize your patience. Do not force what is not meant for you. Do not hold on to what is hurting you. Sometimes letting go is not losing. Sometimes letting go is making room. Making room for peace. Making room for happiness. Making room for the life you deserve. If you are watching this until this moment, I want you to know something. You were not here by accident. Something inside you connected with these words. Maybe you needed hope. Maybe you needed encouragement. Maybe you needed a reminder that you are stronger than you think. Whatever brought you here, remember this: you are seen. You are loved. You are capable of beginning again. But stay with me. Because the final part will reveal the strongest message. A message about your new beginning. A message about the blessing after the storm. A message that you will want to remember. Stay with me until the end, because this final message is for the person who has been waiting for a sign that everything can change. Maybe you have been through a season where nothing made sense. Maybe you watched things you loved disappear. Maybe you gave your best and still felt like it was not enough. Maybe you helped people who would not help you when you needed them. Maybe you gave love to people who gave you pain in return. And somewhere along the way, you started questioning yourself. You started asking, will things ever get better? Will I ever be happy again? Will I ever see the reward for everything I have survived? Listen carefully. The answer is yes. Your story is not ending in the place where you suffered. Your story is not ending in the place where you cried. Your story is not ending in the place where people counted you out. There is still another chapter. There is still another opportunity. There is still another blessing waiting for you. I am Jesus. And I want you to understand something today. Sometimes the greatest transformations happen in the quiet seasons. When nobody is watching. When nobody is clapping. When nobody understands what you are becoming. A seed grows beneath the soil before anyone sees the flower. A child learns to walk by falling before they can run. A person becomes stronger by facing moments that challenge them. Your difficult seasons were not wasted. They were building something inside you. They were teaching you patience. They were teaching you wisdom. They were teaching you how to recognize what truly matters. The person you are becoming requires the lessons you learned. The peace you are searching for requires you to release the things that disturb it. The future you want requires you to stop living inside the pain of the past. Today can be the day you choose something different. Today can be the day you stop carrying every old wound. Today can be the day you forgive yourself. Not because what happened did not matter, but because your future matters more. You deserve to experience joy without feeling guilty. You deserve to smile without waiting for something bad to happen. You deserve to believe that good things can still find you. Someone watching this has been feeling like they missed their chance. You think, should have done it sooner. I should have made better choices. I should have known better. But remember this. Your life is not measured by how perfect your past was. Your life is measured by how courageously you move forward. Many beautiful things begin after mistakes. Many powerful stories begin after failures. Many successful people become successful because they refuse to let their past define them. Your past is a teacher. It is not your prison. Archangel Michael says, rise again. Stand with courage. Do not allow yesterday's pain to steal tomorrow's possibilities. The battle is not over because you are tired. The battle is not over because things are taking time. Sometimes the strongest victories come after the longest struggles. You have already proven your strength. Now it is time to believe in your future. There are blessings coming that will make you understand why some things had to end. There are connections coming that will make you understand why certain people had to leave. There are opportunities coming that will make you understand why some doors stayed closed. You cannot see the entire picture while you are inside the moment. But one day, you will look back and realize, the things I cried about were preparing me for the things I prayed for. The rejection protected me. The delay prepared me. The struggle strengthened me. The waiting built me. Everything had a purpose. If you feel that you are ready for a new beginning, write, my new season starts now. Let those words be a reminder. A reminder that you are not stuck. A reminder that your future is still alive. A reminder that hope still exists. And if you know someone who needs encouragement, share this message with them. Sometimes one message can reach someone during the exact moment they need it. Sometimes a few words can remind someone that they are not alone. You never know whose life you can touch. Now I want you to remember these words: do not chase what destroys your peace. Do not beg for what does not respect your value. Do not return to places where you had to lose yourself to be accepted. You were created for more. You were created for love. You were created for purpose. You were created to experience moments beyond your current struggles. The same heart that survived pain can experience happiness again. The same person who cried can laugh again. The same person who felt lost can find direction again. Your life can change. Not because everything will always be easy, but because you are becoming stronger. You are becoming wiser. You are becoming someone who understands their own value. Remember the psychic who looked at your picture and cried. They felt the weight of your journey. They felt the pain you carried. But they also felt something else. They felt that you were still standing. They felt that your story was not finished. And that is the greatest message. Not that you went through storms. But that storms did not defeat you. Not that you faced darkness. But that darkness could not remove your light. Not that you had moments of weakness. but that you found strength again. Today, release the fear. Release the doubt. Release the belief that your best days are behind you. Your best days may still be ahead. There are mornings you have not experienced yet. There are smiles you have not smiled yet. There are memories you have not created yet. There are blessings you have not received yet. Keep going. Keep believing. Keep walking forward. Even if the step is small. Even if nobody understands. Even if the journey feels slow. Progress is still progress. Healing is still healing. Growth is still growth. And every day you choose hope, you move closer to the life waiting for you. Before this message ends, take a moment. Close your eyes if you can. Take a deep breath. And remind yourself, I survived. I am still here. I still have purpose. My story is still being written. Because it is true. Your story is still being written. The final page has not been written yet. The best part may still be coming. May your heart find peace. May your path find direction. May your future be filled with hope, courage, and love. And always remember, you are seen. You are valued. You are stronger than you realize. Your journey matters. Your story matters. And your new beginning can start today. If you believe your new chapter is beginning, write, Amen. Not because words alone create change. But because your heart is choosing faith over fear. Your heart is choosing hope over hopelessness. Your heart is choosing to believe that tomorrow can be better than yesterday. This is your reminder. This is your moment. This is your new beginning.